Now it's time to go through the final stage of the process of publishing an app. At the end of the last step, we were looking at our dashboard and we saw that there was a button called Add a New App. After you select that button, you begin the new app submission process, and this is the first page that you see. So I'm going to fill out this page and just give a few little pointers as I go. Under the app title, we're going to continue to use the title that we've been using all along, only in this case we are finally able to use correct punctuation. We leave the app SKU field blank. We select a category for our app. In this case it's an educational app, so I select the education category. In the subcategories there really isn't anything for preschoolers, so I select other. Leave this box of use my default support information selected, and then select Save to go to the next tab, Availability and Pricing. Under Availability and Pricing, to answer the question, where would you like this app to be available, we're going to select the Only in the Following Countries button, and then select North America, and then we'll just check the United States box. Then scroll down. The next question is, are you charging for this app? We'll leave this option here, no, this is a free app. We'll leave that option selected. The answer to the question, has this app already been released, is no, because it hasn't already been released in any other app stores. You are asked here what day you want your app to be available on Amazon, and there's a little calendar button here, so click that. Now you can select that you want it to be available today or tomorrow or even the next day, but it'll probably be 4 or 5 days before it's actually available. The main reason for this is if you really want to delay the release of your app to some future month or 2 months from now. We're just going to go ahead and select 5 days from now. And then we're going to deselect this one here. We don't want to be part of the free app of the day program because our app is really not ready for prime time. It's a learning experience type of situation for us. Click Save so we can go to the next tab, which is the Description tab. To fill in the information here on the Description tab, I have provided in the Publishing Resources folder. So if you go back to your workspace, this Publishing Resources folder was one of the folders that was extracted from the Section 1 Resources zip file. So open that up and open the Rainbow Description doc, and you can use this text here to fill in these fields by just copying and pasting it. If you want to write your own descriptions, that's fine. What I've provided is a little bit generic because I knew that everyone would have to create their own unique title. So I put title in angle brackets. So just type in your title to replace that. Copy and paste the long description into the long description field and do the same thing. In this field there are 3 instances, and I'm just going to save a little time by copying and pasting. To replace these 3 instances of title. And then there's one other generic character name because I knew everyone would have to come up with a unique character name. So enter that in. Then you can copy and paste these feature bullets and the keywords. Now again, you can write your own information here if you want. There's nothing saying you have to use mine. I just provided it for convenience. So once you have these fields completed, select Save, and then go to the Images and Multimedia tab. Here I've also provided from the Publishing Resources folder, I'll just bring it over here so you can see it. I've provided images that can be uploaded to be the images that are used in the listing on the App Store of your app. So for the small icon, there is there is an image file with small in the name. Just click and drag. Drag and drop is what this is referred to as. Drag and drop the small icon onto the small icon field and the large icon onto the large icon field. Then I'm going to scroll down here a little so we can see the rest of what needs to be uploaded. What they also want us to do is upload a series of screenshots. It tells us how many, between 3 and 10. They need to be PNGs or JPEGs. And here are the dimensions that are allowed to be used. I provided some screenshots of our app to, again, make this easier. Again, drag and drop. And this allows you to drag and drop more than one, but not more than one at a time. So once that one is completed, you can drag and drop the next one on the next field and so on. I'll pause the recording while I drag and drop the rest of these. Okay, all of the images have been uploaded. And again, I just provided these for convenience for this particular project. When you are ready to publish your own app, you'll need to remember that this is part of the process and have these images ready to go when you're ready to publish your file into an app store. So click Save to go on to the next, which is the Content Rating tab. Notice how it has put our icon up here in the corner for us now. So click on Content Rating, and our app, especially being a preschool app, doesn't have any of these kinds of things in it. So just click None. You don't want to leave Not Specified selected. You want to click None to be very specific that those things are not in your app. Leave these blank because these are also not a part of our app. And then click Save to move on to the next tab. The next tab, the Binary Files tab, is where you finally upload that APK file that we created a couple of steps ago. First of all, the question is asked, do you want to apply Amazon DRM? And yes is recommended, so we'll leave that selected. Now we upload our binary file. So we go back to our workspace where we saved our binary file, the Jerry's Rainbow, in my case, Jerry's Rainbow.apk. In your case, it should have another character's name there. And just drag and drop right on top of that. It'll perform some checks here. For one thing, it will look to see if there are any other packages of the same name already in the Amazon App Store. It doesn't matter who they might have been submitted by. If anything has the exact same name, your submission will be rejected. That's why we went to some lengths to try and make sure that we had a unique name for our app. Okay, we were accepted as far as submitting the file. So now just go down here, and it asks us what device support we want to indicate for our app. We should be honest here, we did not test this app on any of the Kindle devices, so let's deselect all of these, but we'll just leave the one box checked here for that. Language support, only in English. The binary alias field is only important if you are uploading more than one binary file, so we just leave it saying binary1. We don't have to put anything in the testing instructions field, so let's leave it blank. And then let's select Save. I completely skipped over this field, I'm sorry. The export compliance box needs to be checked. And in this, by checking this box, we certify that our app is compliant with all import and export regulations outside of the United States. Since we're not distributing it outside of the United States, we can easily say that we are in compliance. So now we click Save. We are all done except for the final step, which is to click the Submit App button, which you can go ahead and do at this time. So you have now officially submitted your first mobile app to the Amazon App Store. So this concludes our project. Congratulations.